Welcome to Voter Information Committee's Meet the Candidates program. In preparation for the town election on Tuesday, May 15th, Voter Information Committee has asked candidates who are running unopposed to participate in brief interviews. Our first candidate is Gary Carreiro.
Hi, Gary.
Good
Thank you
morning.
for being here today.
Thank you.
So, Gary, you are running for the Board of Water Commissioners,
Yes.
correct? So can you tell me why you decided to run?
This will be my second term. I ran last year, serving 3 years. The reason I'm rerunning, I put a lot of thought into it. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of effort, and I want to make sure I had the time again to put into it. And I figured, after the last 3 years, if everything I've learned, it'd be silly not to continue. I mean, we have a good path. We know the direction we want to take the department, and I figured I should stay on and continue the excellent work we're really doing. So, and I'm proud to be part of that department. I really am. So that's why I decided to run again.
And you are chair, as I recall.
I've been chair for the last 2 years.
Yes, right, yeah. And tell us some of the experience, some of the things you've learned while you've been a commissioner.
Things I've learned. First of all, I believe in letting people do their job and not micromanaging until they give you a reason to get more involved.
Right.
And I'll tell you, this department really does lead by example. They all are not collecting a paycheck. They're proud of what they're doing, and the quality of water that they're giving to the town is really first class. I mean, when DEP comes to the Cape to do their interviews, they start in Harwich. Because when they go to other towns and they say, well, why aren't you doing this? And they say, well, we can't. And they say, well, Harwich is. So we're really kind of the town that leads by example.
Wonderful. And some of the projects that have taken place since you've been...
The largest project we had was the Lothrop tank.
Yeah.
That was my first biggest project since being a water commissioner. The other big project we had was a new SCADA system, which is the computer system that runs the tanks, the chemicals, everything. We just put a new system in where Dan Pelletier, our water superintendent, and the employees did all the wiring. So we had the company come in, set up the hard drive. Our people did the wiring, saving the department and the taxpayers about $200,000.
Wow.
And I was there one day while they were doing one tank, and there were a lot of wires, and there was a lot going on, and it was very impressive of what they were capable of doing. The biggest project we have coming up this year for town meeting is the Lower County Road project.
Right.
We're cutting that and making it wider. So while they're doing that, we're running new pipes in because there's a law that you can't cut a road 2 years after it's been paved. But while we're in there, we're going to be running new pipes and gates off the side streets. So down the road, that's already installed, and we don't have to cut Lower County Road.
Okay.
I would say the next big thing, too, is rates. Not that it's a rate change, but we're going to quarterly billing. So customers will be getting a smaller bill every 3 months instead of every 6 months. But in doing that, we also have to change the usage. So by doing that, seeing that there's a change, you still have to have a meeting, an open meeting, and advertise it and post it and then vote on that.
Right.
So although it will be changing, our rates are staying the same, but the usage will be changing.
That must improve cash flow also, that you're getting funds in
Theoretically,
quarterly.
hopefully,
Yeah.
it will.
Yeah.
But again, the biggest thing too is DEP is pushing for that, so we can detect water leaks. Because Wellesley, when she's doing the billing down the department, if she notices a discrepancy in usage, she'll notify the homeowners. Now, it's not our responsibility to do that, but when we see it, we notify people.
So you might have to wait 6 months then to have seen that there was a
exactly.
leak. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay,
In
got
6
it.
months,
Nice.
you'd be surprised what a leaking toilet will cost you for 6 months. And if the water goes through the meter, the rule is you're responsible for that.
Yeah.
So, the commissioners do hear abatements. So if someone's having a hardship, they have the right to come in before the board, and we'll make a decision as to if they are they are responsible, but what we can do to help them pay that bill. Because we've had some bills that have been thousands of dollars.
Right.
And I'd be a little nervous if I had a $1,000 water bill.
Exactly.
Great. Well, you've covered a lot. Thank you so much. I think our final question was about accomplishments, and you've certainly mentioned several of those already. So is there anything else you would like to add?
But again, those accomplishments, that's the water department. I mean, I have gone out to learn what they do, to see what they do. So when I'm making decisions, I'm not making things more difficult for them. I by no means want to learn their job. I want to understand it. So
Yeah.
when I am making decisions, it's beneficial for everybody. But I just want to thank everyone involved for coming in. I know you had to change some things around. I have a very difficult schedule, so I do appreciate you accommodating my time.
Oh, yes.
And
Glad
it's a
to.
pleasure and an honor to serve the town. I look forward to it for another 3 years.
Great.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you very much.